back in the day, Charles Manson really scared the shit out of a lot of people. You remember this, right?
Well, yeah, he was like the true manifestation of Freddy Krueger or a Jason Voorhees, man. That was the guy.
Except he was real.
Hell yeah.
That Charles Manson gonna crawl through your window tonight. Shit, Freddy Krueger come in. Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
Sorry, Charlie. I didn't know you was here, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna type in a little something here. I'm going to type in dtmerch.com. Oh my God, where is that going to take us? Oh, I just press enter and let me see what I have here. Nothing yet. It's actually taking a while. I don't know what's going on. But, oh, there it is. It takes me right to the DT Merch store where we have all of our wares. As I like to say, you call it apparel. I say apparel. Oh, and look at that right there. Do you see what I'm seeing? That black tee with the white logo?
Looks great.
Oh, it looks, you see how good it looks right there? It looks better when it's on my body and your body too. And it's a very nice shirt. It's very comfortable. I wear this shirt all the time. I just forgot to put it on today because the hanger beat me to it. But, well, you know what? Walter Wing got this. He got it washed for me.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he
That's
did. He
nice.
said, I'm washing my blacks. Can I wash your black ass too?
Aww.
Yeah, it was very sweet of him. He went and washed my shirt. And
goes above and beyond, boy.
He really does. And so I've kept it on the rack for a little while just to show, just to remind me of the hard work and
that
effort
Walter put in.
and love that Walter put into this.
Damn, I got to get me a Walter.
You got to get a Walter too, man.
Is Walter on DT Merch as well?
You know what? We're going to put Walter on dtmerch.com.
Hoe his ass out.
We're going to hoe him out. But now, let's go ahead and get into the foolishness. You're going to laugh. You're going to smile. You're going to even learn something before you leave here. So, you know what? I'm going to teach you. Yeah.
I got to do that bad album voice for me. Go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, Daniel. You know who Charles Manson is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people. We have some folks that have died. There's been a lot of death. We have had musicians, country stars, rock stars, and we've gone over to the actors and some of the other musicians who are actresses and singers. It's been a long weekend if you've grown up with some of these people and the things that they are known for. But if there's nothing else that we can celebrate this weekend as far as dying goes, Charles Manson, finally gone. Everybody talking about, Prince, David Bowie, all these wonderful people out there who gave us years of entertainment dying in their 60s and 70s. And this fucker is living to be 80-something. But they finally got him. I think it's funny because I think the Grim Reaper was like, I ain't fucking with him, man.
The death penalty, or
the Grim Reaper and the devil were having a debate. Like, listen, I'm not taking one. I'm not getting him.
Yeah.
So we let his ass stay up there until we figure that shit out.
You get him. Hey, I don't want that motherfucker, man. Yeah, people. Charles Manson. And we all know who Charles Manson is. He's the notorious, some people would say, evil cult leader that was responsible for one of the most gruesome crimes of its time, and some people say still stands out today. Now, here's the thing with Charles Manson. We're going to talk about all these people and give them their respect. But let's get this dumbass out the way first.
Yeah.
We don't want to end on a negative point. Let's talk about him. And Charles Manson. It's funny because Oz, you're in your 40s, right?
Yes, I am.
And as am I, and you are. What, early 30s?
31.
Yeah, and you got the kids over here. And they don't know nothing about that Manson. They think we talking about Marilyn Manson right now. Marilyn Manson died? Oh, shit.
Different Manson.
Yeah, it's a whole different Manson. That's the Manson that y'all know about. But, it's weird that a lot of young people today, and probably not you, you're in your 30s, but a lot of younger people, they just associate Charles Manson with, oh, that crazy guy. They even laugh at him. Oh, that funny, crazy old man that's in jail.
Tell me in a sentence who you are.
Nobody.
But a lot of people look at him, and yeah, look, I'll even be the first to tell you, it is kind of funny because it's almost like, and I played this before because back in the day, I think maybe a year ago, people were like saying that Charles Manson is on his deathbed. And that fucker still beat death at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm going over some of the stuff I talked about before, but like at the time, I was like, I can see why people think he's funny because the guy is like a living Looney Tunes cartoon sometimes. If you play that Looney Tunes tune or that music when he's making all these funny faces, you can see him being like a kind of demented Daffy Duck or Bugs Bunny.
Tell me in a sentence who you are.
That's all, folks. And y'all gonna fucking die. You know that. You remember Charles Manson back when he was no joke. Back when Charles Manson was actually somebody that was kind of scary. Charles Manson scared the fuck out of people back in the day. While these kids are over here laughing at him and thinking that this is a funny, crazy old man, back in the day, Charles Manson really scared the shit out of a lot of people. You remember this, right?
Well, yeah, he was like the true manifestation of Freddy Krueger or a Jason Voorhees, man. That was the guy.
Except he was real.
Hell yeah. Your parents, put you to sleep and say, you better be good or that Manson man gonna come and get you.
Charles Manson gonna crawl through your window tonight.
Fuck the booty warrior. It's about man, this fool here, man.
Yeah. Shit, Freddy Krueger come in. Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, Charlie. I didn't know you was here, man. I'm sorry. But that's the thing with Charles Manson. He was so kind of evil personified that it scared a lot of people because at the time, he was talking about pulling a race war, and his whole thing with starting a race war was called Helter Skelter, named after the Beatles song, Paul McCartney song, and they made a TV movie about it, and that TV movie freaked a lot of people out.
Charles Manson, the father, his family, and their legacy of Helter Skelter.
Scared the fuck out of that. That's just an actress. She's trying to run out this movie. Murder!
I was say that wasn't an act.
Yeah, no.
Charles Manson, shit, Lord Jesus.
No, it's an actor. No, fuck, murder! Let me out this motherfucker. Yeah, because he scared the fuck out of black people, man. Because everybody thought, shit, if anybody can make a race war, Charles Manson can do it.
Hell yeah. Damn.
Yeah, man. He was genuinely frightening to people because, he had the Manson family, the cult members, especially the young girls that followed him, where they were so brainwashed that they would do any bidding of his. They were, you could see how what was so frightening about it. And I'm going to show you some more from Helter Skelter, but these girls really were. They really were like this. These girls, they became as crazy as Charles Manson did. It was almost like his insanity was infectious. These girls got the same fanatical, crazy looks in their eyes. They carved the X's and the swastikas into their bodies.
You have just judged yourself.
The world had never before witnessed anything like the Manson family.
And they're running in the streets. They're all running in the same direction. And they're running right at you.
That fucking face, I remember watching this and that was burned into me for a whole lot. I had nightmares about that because when you got the feeling, this actor, I forgot the actor who did, but this actor did Charles Manson so well, even though the movie's kind of cheesy when you watch it as an adult. But that, Charles Manson talked like that. And when Charles Manson said some crazy shit, he meant it. You felt like he was true to his convictions. Charles Manson would scare the fuck out of me, man, back in the day.
Yeah. He was one of the only people when he said something, you had to take it seriously or at least give it a second listen because the conviction he had on his face was not to be played with at all. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm gonna kill you. Oh shit, this motherfucker's really about to kill me.
No, he meant it, man. When he said, I want everybody dead in the room and I want them dead in the most gruesome ways, that shit was going to happen one way or another. If he had it Charlie's way.
There.
What went wrong?
That's a great question, Danielle. And I can tell you, well, first of all, he was just insane. And what happened is that there was something that led to one of the most gruesome, horrific crimes at the time. It was August 9th, 1969, I believe. And it was a crime that was so famous, not only because of the violence that took place behind it, but because of the number of victims. And you can see here that there are 5 victims right here, including Sharon Tate. Sharon Tate famous actress at the time who was married to Roman Polanski, and it was a horrible crime, and because it was more to it than what you see. There were actually more than 5 victims, but I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. What really went wrong here, and like I said, man, that crime scene, it was a bloodbath, and you can see it online. The victims as they were, after they've been killed, and you can see Sharon Tate's body in the carpet amidst all the blood. Of course, I didn't pick it up. If you want to see it, you can go online, but I warn you, it really is a sad and graphic scene. And you ask what went wrong? Because everybody's talking about Charles Manson was crazy. Charles Manson was crazy, but the biggest thing with him is that he was just this asshole that wanted to be a rock star. And when he wasn't given a chance to be a rock star, he threw a temper tantrum, which resulted in the horrific crimes that we saw. And what led to that was these people were not the ones who were meant to die. They were sent to another house, and the house that they were sent to was the house of. And let me see if I can find it here. They were meant to go to the house of this person right here, Terry Melcher. Terry Melcher was a producer who turned Charles Manson down. And the thing that probably saved Terry Melcher was his mother, actress and singer Doris Day. She said, that Manson boy you hanging out with, he's a crazy motherfucker. You need to get the fuck away from him. He's in your house. He ain't going nowhere because he's insane. You need to leave. You need to move out that house. And when they moved, unfortunately, that's when, at the time, Sharon Tate, who I said her husband was Roman Polanski, who I dislike this guy very much, but nobody deserves to have anybody in their lives killed in this way. He happened to be in Europe. She stayed home, had some guests over, and that's when Manson ordered his cult members to go there and kill Terry Melcher and anybody in the house in the most gruesome way possible. But because he was not there, the women who went in to kill the family, they didn't know. They just heard kill everybody in the fucking house.
Yep.
And they did. And that's what resulted in that horrible crime that you saw. And yeah, it was people at the wrong place at the wrong time, even though it wouldn't have been any better, I guess, had the right people been there. It
wasn't a good way to come out of that place at all. It was terrible either way.
And that's the thing about Charles Manson, man. As I said, Charles Manson, the deal with Charles Manson is that he just wanted to be a rock star. Charles Manson was...
So you telling me that he just needed a hug and this wouldn't have happened?
Man.
But if you have the ability to control all these people and get them to do things like murder other people, and you literally have control over them, like maybe you got put down once, rejected once, but if you have the ability to do that, you could probably figure out how to form a rock band and kind of make it, right?
That is, unless you're fucking insane.
Well, that's the thing. That's what makes him be able to reach that far, is because you are insane.
Yeah, because if you listen, he plays all this crazy shit, get up making the faces. I mean, literally, that is Charles Manson. I'm not just jumping around being silly. That is a Charles Manson live. You can watch videos of him doing that. All that was a front for some insane amount of insecurity and lack of self-confidence and self-esteem that happened with him, just because he considered himself a failed, rejected rock star. You can people when they interview him, they're asking him, what's going on with you? Why do people follow you? He's still thinking, it's because I'm a fucking rock star, man.
The reason that the girls liked me was, hey now, I'm all.
I thought he was gonna be like, you're a rock star. Get your game on.
And I play and I sing, and they say, hey man, you got soul in that music. And I said, yeah, I play a little bit, Oh, I just got out of jail.
Like this crazy motherfucker.
That
guy like shit. I'm glad I'm in the next room. That was his thing, man. He wanted to be a rock star so bad that it drove him crazy. I mean, I'm not gonna say it drove him crazy, but it did amplify his insanity a little bit. I mean, think about how fanatical people are and how just how much they'll sacrifice to be famous on a normal level.
Yeah.
And think about this crazy fuck not getting it. It just drove him insane. And I will actually tell you this, or more insane. I will go out and tell you, because a lot of people say that he was a failed mediocre musician. I would say that if he wasn't insane, he might have been able to be something. Because he, if nothing else, how many people do you know are mediocre musicians, but they have charisma and presence? And I'm gonna say that his music wasn't all that bad. Like if given a chance to develop and his insanity didn't get in the way, he probably could have been a good musician. But one of the things that, again, just amplified his insanity was that he felt like some of his songs were stolen. It's a famous story about him hanging out with the Beach Boys, and he wrote this. You know what I'm talking about. He wrote this song called "Cease to Exist." A lot of people say that it's a lame song. I actually hear hints of a song that are okay in there.
Pretty girl, pretty girl.
Maybe not with that record cover right there.
Give up your world. Come on, you can't be.
Download my shit on iTunes now.
But look at the name of the album. You knew some shit was gonna go down.
Yeah.
Love and Terror Cult. All right, I
think that's actually a magazine, or maybe that is. I don't know. I don't know what that's from. You're like, download it. I'll wait.
Don't you steal my shit.
You pirated my song. Tap you on the shoulder and shit. But here's the Beach Boys song that it was taken from. It's called "Never Learn Not to Love," and you even hear at the beginning the lyrics. The beginning lyric is taken from his song. It's "Cease to Exist."
Cease to exist. Come say you love me. Give up your world. Come on and be with me.
Charles Manson's like, they stole my shit.
Bastards.
Motherfuckers.
I knew it. That joint did sound a lot like it. I know coincidence is a motherfucker, but I don't know about that. Sounded pretty close to what this fool had already.
Yeah, they took the song and they rejected him. And there's a debate where they say, well, we helped him write the song. They're like, well, even then, do you still want to work with a crazy motherfucker like that? Do you want to steal credit from a dude that looks like this?
Yeah.
Get a new song, buddy. Start fresh.
Can you say rewrite? But yeah, man, it was again something that pushed him further over the edge, which he was already way over the barrel, way over. But this is you wonder how it's a situation where how did they get mixed in with a crazy dude like Charles Manson in the first place? Well, one of the members, Dennis Wilson. Because back in the day, back in like those times, 69, 68, 60, the free love days, the 60s, those hippie days, it was nothing to pick up a hitchhiker. Considering that a lot of fine ass girls used to hitchhike back then.
It's very common for people to travel that way.
Yeah, you pick up a couple of girls and take them home, and you get some of that free love, and everything would be cool. Dennis Wilson right here picked up two girls who were hitchhiking. And little did he know, like coming out of the bushes, Charles Manson, like, I'm part of the deal too.
Oh, shit.
Gotcha. They the happy meal, I'm the prize, motherfuckers. But, look at this black dude back here. He's like, oh fuck, that's Charles Manson. He's like, oh shit. But there was the house that they went to where Charles Manson, once he was in your life, he just stayed.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, like he went in and him and these girls were on LSD all the time. They're walking around naked, and it was just hard to get rid of Charles Manson. Charles Manson was sort of this sycophant that was hanging around trying to get a little something, kind of a coat rider and trying to get something out of these guys. Didn't work out. And he started putting threats against the Beach Boys and start talking crazy to them. And one of the things that really is frightening is that I'm looking at this is a clip from I guess the Opie and Anthony show, and they talk about how, because one of the things that said, and Charles Manson will say is like, I ain't never killed nobody. It was my bitches that did that. They say Charles Manson just convinced people to do the bidding for him. Mike Love of the Beach Boys actually said that Dennis Wilson, who was the reason they even got caught up with him, said that, yeah, man, things got real scary when I actually did see Charles Manson kill somebody. And,
Wow.
it was a black person. Like, he was serious about this race war stuff.
I said, Dennis, why are you so uptight? He says, I saw Charlie take an M16 and blow a black cat, meaning a human being, in half. Dennis never spoke a word about that to anybody else.
I don't blame him, by the way.
I blame him. That's a fucking bitch move. Think about it. You saw this man kill somebody. I don't know if it was
Stuff him down a well.
And stuff him down a well. Do you know if you... There's an evidence. There's a fucking Negro split in half in a well.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I don't care what anybody says. That's a bitch-ass, punk-ass move. You know, you're going to invite this man. Like, you see, either that story is not true or that's a big-ass bitch move. Imagine if he had went to the cops and said, this dude killed somebody. They got the evidence, rounded up all him and all his crazy-ass followers. He might have saved the lives of people later.
Yeah, he probably would have for sure.
Yeah, but either that or he was just scared out of his goddamn brain because he saw some dude with an M16 just murder somebody effortlessly. Oh, what is he gonna do to me next?
Yeah.
Let me shut the hell up.
Cut a dude in half with an M16.
It's easy for us to be like, oh, I would have gone to the cops or I would have told somebody or something, but like, you really don't know what.
You know what? I'll give you that. He
was bitch made that day. His dick fell off and he was like, he was not trying to do anything.
Yeah, Charles Manson looked down. You tell nobody about this shit. Oh, okay. All right, Charlie.
You crazy, Charlie. Oh, I mean.
I mean, you cool. You cool. I'm what? But yeah, man, it's I hate to make light of any of this because it really is. It's still today one of the most tragic crimes that we've ever heard of. Because one of the things that I'm not telling you about here, when I say that there were 5 victims, I hate to end this on another gruesome detail, but Sharon Tate was pregnant. And and they killed the baby, and she begged them. She was even willing to sacrifice her life. She said, "Kidnap me, do what you will with me. Just let me give birth to the baby and let the baby live." And these crazy fuckers, man, you know, they said, "No, we got a mission, so we got to do it." Yeah, it's sick, man. It really is. It's. I don't understand how the human brain works this way, but then again, I'm not fucking insane. So,
when you have the ability to murder, people like this, your brain isn't properly.
Goddamn right, it's not.
Like, it's sick. You could
take
a scan and see. Yeah, you can. It's visual. You can see the difference between a healthy brain and a sick brain. Yeah, and that's the reality.
No, and you know what? And like I know I try to have compassion towards people who are sick and people are insane. I'm not a death penalty person, so I mean, I'm trying to stick true to my convictions.
Did he have the death penalty?
No, he died. He died in prison.
Just sick?
Hell yeah.
Just sick?
Yeah, no, he did not. They did not give him the death penalty. No,
hell no, because they wanted him to be there and rot, but it backfired on him. I'm sure he loved it. His crazy ass loved it.
Oh man, he almost relished. If he did not like it in prison, that's the thing that made me know that he was truly insane, in that he felt like nothing could lock him up. He felt like, hey, you know what? You put me in a prison. That's not a prison. I'm still free. I'm on a whole other plane. You guys can't lock me up.
People who want to follow you still.
Follow me? Did you have any choice? You'll all follow me. You want to live? Get in line, we'll live. You don't want to live? The gate's open. Do your thing, man. Here, give him some coke.
In his mind, he's still like, I'm running shit and I'm behind bars.
Yeah, I wonder.
That is the only dude I can say who's built for prison. He's built for that shit. He's built for that life.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. And what was up with that interview? That interview was a brave soul, because the way he was able to just kind of walk around and gesture and move and be free. Nah, not me. He had to be behind a glass thing with some bars. I got to have a fucking weapon. Yeah, he was too willy-nilly for me.
Oh, man, there's a moment you get nervous because he just starts like telling the woman, like, you're fat.
I'd be afraid he was going to jump across and just start strangling her.
Me too.
Oh yeah, no. There were moments where he gets up and he's doing things in front of them. This is where he's just acting a fool.
How many times I got to go to the I'm gonna face my
You think this motherfucker gives a fuck about walls?
Hell no.
And Woody Woodpecker motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Charles Manson, hey, one of a kind. I imagine they probably kept him just so they could study this dude.
They should. I'm sure he's got a list of mental health issues and history of abuse, and family has mental. I'm sure
he does have a history of abuse.
It has to be. I mean, it's like it's like a calculation. If you have this and this and this that's happened to you in your life, you're going to end up like that.
Yeah, he does have, and that's observant because he did. I remember reading about his childhood a little bit. He did have a history.
Oh, I'm sure he was abused. I bet he was malnourished. I bet he didn't get love. I bet he wasn't supported.
Yeah,
those are all things that you need for survival.
Yeah, people. We talk about, we love comic book characters and we want the Joker. This is the closest thing to the Joker we got. It ain't fun.
Ain't no joke about that.
Ain't no joke about this at all.
What is it?
Exactly. What the fuck is it?
Yeah, you tell me, man. I'm not in your crazy ass head. But hey, there you go, man. Charles Manson, dead at the age. How old was he when he died? I forgot to put it down. He was in his 80s. Like, 80. I think. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he was like 86 years old, man.
Peace out.
Yeah, gone, man. Shit. May there never be another like you in the best way possible.
Game, peace.
Oh, you see there? Wally?
I'm sorry. Usually they have it on the side of you Google somebody's name.
They scared to put it up there.
Yeah.
I told you I'd never die. Even Google can't say I'm dead.
They want you to come wrong. They haunt his ass.
I stopped the internet. 83 years old. That's too goddamn long for this dude to be alive. All right, y'all. Well, there you go. Hey, if nothing else, we got him out the way.
Took him long enough.
He's off this planet. Finally. Congratulations.
Finally, the devil in fucking Grim Reaper finally reached a deal.
He didn't have any kids, right?
No. I'm. You know what? Honestly, I don't know, but I'm going to say no. I don't know. I don't know when he would have time to make kids. It was one time he was about to marry this another crazy chick who wanted to be like those women in his cult. Some chick said, "I want to marry Charles Manson," and she tried to go to jail to marry him.
That's right.
Yeah, you remember that?
Because he was already in jail, and she was writing him love letters and all this shit. And she says, "I'm going to marry Charles Manson."
Yeah, and even Charles Manson was like, "This bitch is crazy."
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, get her out of here, man. She's scaring me.
Hot meat kettle.
God.